passed by my son's school. I checked his garden. I'm quite impressed. The garden is very lush and beautiful. As parents, we are the kids' role models, as I always garden at home. Nevertheless, I knew that they are watching what we are doing. The results are showing off, as he had applied the skill into his agriculture project. If you are new into this channel, my name is Christinah of Val Pictures. Thank you for joining this video. If you are returning Sabi, you mean the world to me. Thank you very much for your usual support. I've been harvesting this okra ever since midsummer to autumn. I would say it has been a long season of harvesting, because I've been doing great stuff with this okra, doing the okra water with lemon, and also I've been cooking this okra and even drying, leaving the okra to grow bigger. I don't know the name of this variety, but I've seen that it gives out a very big okra veggie, which I intended to dry for more seeds, so that in the next season I'll keep on harvesting. The only problem that I encountered was only the powdery mildew disease, of which I found a way out on how to treat this okra so that it keep on producing more, because if it has diseases, the production of this okra will be low. So I'm a first time okra grower. Soaking the soil first provides the plant with immediate hydration, minimizing the plant shock and also to settle in the soil. Drumhead cabbage can be planted during spring or autumn season. It depends with the climate, and avoid sowing in severe cold and heading in extreme heat. In other areas of the country, the cabbage can be grown throughout the season, and place or transplant the cabbage in a full sun, approximately 6 hours. In frost-free areas, you can start now planting your cabbage. The variety can be planted in seed trays or in the raised beds or in the ground with a depth of 5 millimeters and pressed down. Keep your soil moist. As you can see, I'm transplanting my seedlings. Your seedlings has to be 10 millimeters before your transplant with 2 or more true leaves, so that your cabbage can be strong to support the root system. When you start cabbage from seed, it will germinate after 7 to 10 days and mature from 85 days to 140 days of harvesting. Last season, I didn't have success of growing this cabbage because I grew it, I think it was receiving the shade, so it didn't give me the big heads. So I didn't perform well. Failing is the best teacher. Patience is the best virtue. After 140 days, you'll be rewarded with a nice produce cabbage. Today I'm transplanting this tomato. I don't know if it's called the raw tomato. As gifted the seeds. but it does perform well. Roma tomatoes can be grown in Gaborone, specifically from spring to summer. Greenhouses, they can be cultivated in early May or outdoors in pots, and outdoors they can be grown from mid-May. Germination usually takes 7 to 14 days. Make sure that you grow in a sun spot. I'll be growing them in this spot of the chili peppers. They'll be acting as a companion plant to the chilies. So the chili pepper will add the flavor to your tomatoes. This is the mixture of the banana peels, eggshells, and also the tea leaves, the leftovers of the tea bags. So it's very important to add this mixture so that it provides calcium, phosphorus, and nitrogen to your tomatoes. They will easily break down and give the tomato roots nutrients and strong, healthy roots. So let's transplant. Once planted, Roma tomatoes need plenty of sunlight, which is 6 hours, and regular watering, staking and caging. So you transplant only when you have true leaves. These are the true leaves that can make you to transplant. It shows you that they are more than ready to be grown. Them will provide support as they grow. Indeterminate Roma tomato matures at 75 days and resistant to tomato diseases. It is a very useful hybrid. I'm done growing my tomatoes in this place. So for now I'll be growing the rosemary. The ideal time to grow rosemary is in spring when the soil temperatures are warm. It can also be planted in mild autumns and also be grown from store-bought plants or cuttings, allowing the plant to establish before the winter season or cold season. But in containers it can be grown throughout the year, provided it is protected from extreme temperatures and drainage is good. Rosemary needs a sunny, warm spot area to thrive well. Doesn't need salty water. It takes 30 to 50 days to germinate from seed, so be patient. Needs at least 6 hours of the sunlight. This is a bowl of the lettuce. It's more than ready for transplant. It's the best season to grow your pattern come again garden. So the seedlings look healthy.
face it, don't you? Do you wanna get out of here? Just put your hand in mine, let's disappear. We can lose the crowd right now if you wanna get out of here. The destination don't need to be clear. Hey, do you wanna get out of here? Do you wanna get out of here? We should continue. We both know what this is leading up to.
It's a great morning. I'm transplanting the spinach grown from seeds by my son in March. So variety here around is common called spinach. Even in both Botswana and South Africa, we call this variety spinach. It is best grown in cooler months, making spring and autumn the ideal months to grow. In Botswana, while it makes it the ideal time to be grown all year round, anytime you can grow spinach. It thrives well in temperatures of 10 degrees to 25 degrees. If you start growing now, you'll be harvesting in August to December for fall. When you start growing spinach from seed, it will take only 7 to 14 days to germinate. And harvesting is from 60 to 65 days of transplant. And spinach love cooler season, because it is unlikely to bolt or go into seed due to excess heat, so it's the best time to grow during the cooler season. Spinach can last 3 years when you are doing the cut and come again, eating the lower leaves, and they will re-sprout, which means you can harvest for about 3 years. And I will just try to see if it can take so much years in the garden. I never had any luck with growing carrots. It's my first time to have success of growing carrots. So it might looks like it takes forever to germinate, and love the cooler weather. I started this carrot from seeds from the beginning of the autumn season. You can also grow in containers or raised beds. Just after harvesting, you keep on growing in succession. Every end of each harvest, I leave some of the basil to go into bolting to provide me with seeds, and they'll self-seed themselves to give me new basil seedlings. Chomolia is one of my favorite colors in the garden, so you can start sowing your seeds from autumn to winter season. There's still much time to grow. You can start in containers, or when you want to grow in the ground, you can bury your seeds 5 millimeter in the ground. It is a heat tolerant vegetable, very productive over a long bearing period. You just pick leaves as they mature and cook. It can take many years, 2 to 3 years. When it's fully matured, you can grow using the cuttings, multiply your vegetables, and it takes only 180 to 214 to harvest. It takes 7 to 14 days for germination. According to succeeds, hello, grow once and harvest in the long run, and of course save. The best time to grow dill is early May to July. It's a cooler herb. It will also helps to speed up the process of germination. And also it can be grown in couples of weeks up until winter season. You don't need too much space because you can grow in containers or use it in raised beds as a companion plant to other crops. You don't need too much space. It is also a cut and come again crop, which you just eat the lower leaves up until the season ends, or you can harvest the whole bunch to dry and make herbs, make seasonings, and eat in a longer period if you don't want to use the fresh leaves. It takes only 7 to 21 days to germinate. Don't bury your seeds, just cover them lightly to promote germination as the seeds are very tiny, and grow each and every between a space of 4 to 6 weeks for continuous harvests. This is the best herb for seasoning, for your salads, or even cooking soups. Go for dill. And even if you want to use it as a healthy medicine, you can use this herb with making your teas. It's very good if you want to surprise your fats from the body as the go-getter herb. I know most of you are afraid to grow tomatoes, but the good news is that it just depends with the variety that you have choose. You can go for Rodade tomato. It can be grown all year around, and it's one of the medium height variety and good disease resistance. I used to have a problem of growing tomatoes, so now they are coming up nicely. If you are in frost-free areas, you can grow from autumn, winter, spring, summer, but areas of frost areas you can only grow in spring and summer. It takes only 95 days of harvest from maturity. It is a heavy feeder. You have to feed it with calcium, potassium, nitrogen, so that you harvest healthy tomatoes. Rodade variety is just like the Roma tomato. It just takes only 5 to 10 days to germinate under optimal conditions, temperatures. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time and support. God bless you.
Seeing eyes of mine, you see, there are no trees inside of me.